In question 2 for Unit 12, we're asked how good an investment it is to buy the house specified in the main question. Of course, the main purpose of a house is that it gives us some place to live, and we'll be looking at that benefit in the next question, question 3. But temporarily, let's just look at the house as an investment. We put money in, and we get money out. To evaluate the investment, we simply see what sort of savings account would allow precisely the same cash flows. So, what were the cash flows in the case of the house? The first one was our down payment. That was $50,000 that we invested, money out of our pockets, into the investment, in this case the house. Then, for 120 months, 10 years, we had to invest an additional amount each month. That was $1231.43. So those were cash flows into the investment from the investor, us, into the investment. At the end of the 10 years, we get one cash flow back out. That's the amount we get to keep when we sell the house. Calculating that is a hard problem and something that took us the entire bulk of the main question's work. But we remember the answer. It was $167,504. So the question is it a good investment to put $50,000 in and then $1231.43 in each of 120 months, and then finally to get $167,504 back? What sort of savings account would work like that? Let's look at a savings account where we start by putting $50,000 in. We'll follow the savings account for 120 months. Each month, the savings account will go up by a certain monthly percentage interest. We don't know what that percentage is. That's what we're trying to calculate. Let's guess that it's 0.5% per month. Remembering that 0.5% a month is more than 6% a year, a good healthy interest rate. If we had a savings account like this, then each month we'd have the monthly amount we had before, plus the interest. And our idea is, following what happens with the house, to put in an additional $1231.43 each month. If we continue this way, what happens over 120 months? That is 10 years. Do we get the $167,504 that we got with the house, or is it more or less? The answer is it's considerably more. A 6% savings account is a much better investment than the house. Let's try to get a savings account that's an equivalent investment. We'll let the final amount in the savings account be just what it was for the house, $167,504. And we'll do that by changing the monthly interest rate. The house is equivalent to a savings account that has a monthly interest rate of, here's a surprise, minus 0.23%. That is, the house is equivalent to a savings account that instead of paying interest, takes interest away from us. To turn this into an IRR, let's see what it does to $100 over the course of a year. That way we'll get an annual rate. We apply the interest rate over a period of 12 months, and then use our percentage formula to find out what happened over the course of the whole year. As an investment, the house is terrible. It's equivalent to a savings account that loses about 2.7% per year. That's the IRR.